On July 6, 2021, the White House dismissed the deletion of a tweet with an image of Taiwan's flag by its COVID response team as an honest mistake. This was an honest mistake that was made by the team handling graphics and social media, and should not in any way be viewed as a shift in official US policy. When we recognized the mistake, we removed the tweet, Press Secretary Jen Psaki said at White House Daily Press Briefing. She said the US remains committed to the One China policy, which recognizes the People's Republic of China but not as Taiwan's independence. China believes Taiwan is part of its territory despite its democratic self-rule. Psaki also noted the Taiwan's Relations Act, which provides a foundation for the US informal relations with the island nation. The White House COVID response team this week posted a tweet that included the flag of Taiwan and those of other nations that got coronavirus vaccine doses from the US. Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen retweeted it. The White House's posting was then removed on Wednesday. Thank you to the US for your generosity. Together we will beat this pandemic, she said according to Reuters. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Thursday, Washington does not support the independence of Taiwan, but will continue to strengthen relations. We oppose any unilateral change to the status quo from either side. We do not support Taiwan independence, and we expect cross-strait differences to be resolved by peaceful means, Blinken said. We will continue to uphold our commitments under Taiwan Relations Act to assist Taiwan in maintaining a sufficient self-defense capability. We are not looking for conflict or a new Cold War. To the contrary, we are determined to avoid both, Blinken said Thursday in a much-anticipated speech that laid out the US-China policy. But we will defend and strengthen the international law, agreements, principles, and institutions that maintain peace and security, protect the rights of individuals and sovereign nations, and make it possible for all countries, including the United States and China, to coexist and cooperate, he said. The US State Department has updated its fact sheet on Taiwan again to reinstate a line about not supporting formal independence for the Chinese-claimed democratically governed island. The State Department changed the wording on its website on Taiwan, removing wording both on not supporting Taiwan's independence and on acknowledging Beijing's position that Taiwan is part of China to anger in Beijing. The change was first reported by Taiwan's official central news agency on Friday, June 3rd, and appears to have happened on May 28, the date at the top of the fact sheet. We oppose any unilateral change to the status quo from either side. We do not support Taiwan independence, and we expect cross-strait differences to be resolved by peaceful means, according to the document referring to the strait separating the island from the Asian mainland. The State Department changed its website on Taiwan, removing wording both on not supporting Taiwan independence and on acknowledging Beijing's position that Taiwan is part of China, which angered Beijing. Washington said the update did not reflect a change in policy. That wording has now been changed again to reinstate a line saying, "We do not support Taiwan independence." State Department spokesman Ned Price had said in May that the United States does not support Taiwan independence, and we have repeatedly made this clear both in public and in private. Other US officials have echoed that position in recent weeks, saying long-standing policy has not changed. Taiwan is already a de facto independent country, though with only very limited international recognition. Washington has no formal ties with PRP but is its most important international backer and arms supplier. Taiwan's official name remains the Republic of China, the name of the government that fled to the island in 1949 after losing a civil war with the Communist Party, who set up the People's Republic of China with its capital in Beijing. The Chinese government in 2005 passed a law giving Beijing the legal basis for military action if it judges Taiwan to have seceded or to be about to. Taiwan's government says only the island's 23 million people have the right to decide their future. And while it wants peace, will defend itself if attacked. China's government on Thursday accused Washington of jeopardizing peace after US envoys began trade talks with Taiwan aimed at deepening relations with it. Talks that started Wednesday covered trade, regulation, and other areas based on shared values as market-oriented economies, according to the Office of the US Trade Representative. It did not mention China, but the talks add to the gestures that show US support for Taiwan, aimed menacing behavior of Beijing, which threatens to invade. Trade dialogues disrupt peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait, said a Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian. He said on Washington to stop negotiating agreements with Taiwan that have sovereign connotations and official nature. Zhao accused Washington of encouraging sentiment in Taiwan in favor of declaring formal independence, a step Beijing has said previously would be grounds for an invasion. Taiwan's official name remains the Republic of China, the name of the government that fled to the island in 1949 after losing a civil war with the Communist Party, which set up the People's Republic of China with its capital in Beijing. China's government in 2005 passed a law giving Beijing the legal basis for military action if it judged Taiwan to have seceded or to be about to. Taiwan's government says only the island's 23 million people have the right to decide their future, and while it wants peace, will defend itself if attacked. US President Joe Biden, point man on Asia, is astonished by China's determination to play the leading role on the global stage and will set up its engagement in Southeast Asia to hold back such a trend. But the administration does not support Taiwan independence and understands the sensitivities involved, Indo-Pacific Coordinator Kurt Campbell said. So guys, this was for today. Give us your thoughts on this in the comment section, and if you appreciate our content, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your family and friends. We will meet soon in a new video. Thank you. Jai Hind.